and it's Mike. I appreciate you uploading a few photos for me to edit. It is ridiculously cold in Syracuse, and it just started snowing again. And I'm just really just sitting in the hotel room and bored out of my mind. I don't want to go anywhere, so you're gonna save my life tonight, I think. So here you go. We'll start here. I know you said you didn't want to see any Sven or VSCO Pack 5, so I think instead of working with those, we will work with LXC New. So these are the new ones that Tribe Archipelago posted for Lauren and Chris. I have their old pack as well, which is great. But we'll see how the new one works. I think the skin tones are better in this pack than they were in the first one. The first one, they're a little bit too orange for me, and I always had to desaturate quite a bit. So I've played with them a little bit. I've only had them for maybe 3 or 4 days, maybe a week. But we'll start with them. So here's one, which just one click. The photo already itself was great. She's a gorgeous bride. So let's see what the next one is. I kind of like this one too because you get a little bit more highlights on her face. And let's see what soft looks like. I'm not feeling that one so much. Of the pack, number 2 is normally my favorite. So we'll take a look at it, and then we'll do high and see if we can get some more highlights on her face. And that almost seems like too much, so I actually feel like this one is a little bit better. I don't know. You know, I'm kind of a dark editor, so that one looks good too. So I think I like that one. All right. All right, so the one thing that I noticed, like, so if I drop down the highlights here, you get a little bit more detail here, which I like, but then you start seeing what looks like some shutters back here behind you. So what I'll end up doing is I'll drop it down, and then I'm going to put it into Photoshop. Sorry, I was making an icon for my web page, which I'm not sure if it actually has started to apply or not. Alright, so you can see the shutters back here, so what I'm going to end up doing is go back to Lightroom. And then raise those up. And then I'll export into Photoshop as well again. And then now I'm just going to put drag and drop this onto the other one and then mask it off. I'm going to invert the mask. I'm just going to let me get 100% here to get rid of those shutters. And let's see. I might dodge and burn her a little bit. Let me flatten this out. Dodge. 10%. Midtones. Sometimes my Photoshop gets goofy and I can't use the bracket keys to raise the size of the brush. Like that. Just something subtle there. And from there, I am going to do a little frequency separation. I should make actions for some of these things just because it's It takes so long to set up frequency separation. Missing what I'm looking for. Apply. Oh, there it is. Apply image. Let's go in here. And I'm just going to get rid of the wrinkle on her forehead. I usually leave these types of things, so sorry if it doesn't look right. I'm not a huge frequency separator, but I mean, it is a wedding photo, so I figure she'll want to look her best. And I can't tell if that is a blemish or a mole, so I'm just going to leave it alone. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Oops. Get rid of that line there. Everything else looks right. And let's see. I guess that's good. I've never done a wedding personally, so I don't know a lot of things to kind of look for, or what brides or whoever would like to see, but I think I like this. I think it looks good. She's gorgeous. Let's move on to the next one. All right. Let's see. Kind of like that one. Ooh, kind of like that one. No. No. And black and white. That's actually a pretty black and white. We're going to go color, though. I'm addicted to color. So let's look at this one, and then look at this one. I think I kind of like this a little bit better. Let's see. Straighten. See if I warm her up just a little bit. Drop the reds just a tiny bit. And for this one, I'm just going to get rid of the grain, because if I do any frequency separation, it kind of grain gets a little goofy. So I didn't on the last one, but usually I'll drop out the grain and add grain back in if it's the look that I'm going for in Photoshop after frequency separation. All right. So I'm just going to hit that same line on her head here. Really should just make an action. Okay. And that actually looks too much. Let's take the opacity down. I'm not really feeling that. It's weird. Take that back. Let's try this. A little larger brush. I think that might look better here. Oops. So I'll end up adding a little bit of grain back into this image. Sometimes when you're doing frequency separation, I'm sure you already know, it'll get a little too smooth right there. And I found that adding grain kind of hides it a little bit. Let's see if I will. Let's flatten this out. This is a very sharp photo. No, I don't like that. It's too much. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We'll go into, just to finish it off, go into Camera Raw filter, and I'll add back in some medium format grain. Let's take a look at her. So before and after. So prior to the grain, you can see that it's kind of smooth, a little too smooth right here. But then you add back in a little bit grain and it kind of takes it away. I don't know if any of you guys ever do that. I think I stumbled upon it. All right. Sorry, let's see if my wife messaged me. it's so bad. She's at a birthday party and doesn't necessarily. It's a lot easier, I guess, at birthday parties and stuff like that when I'm home. All right. So I think for this one we'll do black and white. Here. Not sure if we'll be able to recover the highlights or not, but we'll see. Oh yeah, for sure. Want to lighten it up just a little bit here, just a little bit more. I think it's just a little bit dark on her face. Everything else, I think the way that the light falls looks nice. I'm gonna lighten it up right here in post. Let's see, we'll do dodge. And we'll just the shadows just a little bit. It looks like I got a little overzealous. Hold on a second. A little overzealous with my brush. We'll start again. too much? I think that looks all right. Gonna look and see how this looks. I'm not sure how it's gonna look, but I'm gonna look and see how burning some of this wall, if what it'll do. So that was too much. I don't like that either. Because I need a bigger brush. Just taking it down just a little bit. So I'm gonna dodge that. I don't know. I probably didn't do anything. Let's just turn that off. I don't know. I kind of like it. I don't like it, but I think I will burn it again. I'm going to take the shadows a little bit more, move it around. I don't know. I still got a lot to learn, so I don't know. It might look okay. It kind of depends. It might look weird. No idea. I guess it looks fine. I'm just going to say it looks good. I don't know about you, but I find it real difficult. Like, shooting individual people is usually pretty easy, right? So, you have one skin tone that you have to worry about, and then shooting multiple people, now you have two different skin tones that you have to work with. So we'll see how this situation turns out here. Let's look at this one. We'll go back to this one. I think this one just has a little bit too much blue. I don't know what the original walls look like or not, but I'm gonna say it just has a little too much blue. Look at highs and see. Yeah, it's too much. We'll go with this. So the one thing that I do, like I said, I like better than the first edition of LXC is it seems like the skin tones are a lot better in this set than they were originally. Change that just a little bit. And let's take it into Photoshop. Original ratio. So let's see. See if it's going to be possible to crop this in. The top won't be a problem. It's over here on the side. So let's see. Just Still have to work with this, and now I've cut Grandma's hands, so I'm actually just gonna go back, and I think it'll be just fine. I'm still working on a lot of my cropping too. After reading Kieran's book, I really started being a lot more. I guess I try to crop in camera as much as I can, and compose it properly, but I'm still trying to learn her whole process on kind of cropping in post and getting better at cropping in post. So I'm not going to crop it all on this one because I seem to not be doing it right. Cancel, just escape. So that was pretty much, I mean, that was really just one click, and I think it looks nice. It looks real nice. Let's see. Uh-oh, somebody had a party and had all types of fun. Man, I need to have some fun like that. My wife gets unpregnant and we have this baby. You best believe it's going to be time to go out and have a good time. Let's see. Let's move on to, let's see what else I have in here that... Twyla Jones. Let's see what that looks like. Throwback. Let's see. I don't know what I'm doing in this one. I have no idea. I'm not even sure what I need to make it look like. I don't know. This is definitely one where I'd just one click it and I'd say, oh, I'm done. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I should straighten it up. Try to straighten the pillars up a bit. It's hard when pillars, like the pillars here, and then you have the pillars over here, and it looks like both of them are kind of sloping out. I'm sure it's probably due to lens distortion, I guess, possibly. Shot with a 35, so maybe so. Let's see. No, that's not what I was looking for. Go back. Where is it? Nope. Go with that. I don't know what I'm doing. I know it's there somewhere. I can correct it. Maybe it was in lens corrections. There it was. I don't know, I'm not seeing really any difference. But it's hard when the pillars, like I said, when you have vertical lines and however which way they seem to, it just seems to throw it off a little bit. These ones right here look fairly level. But this one over here is sloping and it's kind of bothering me. Oh, to the fun stuff, to the kids. You have twins, I believe, right? Or at least they look like twins. You probably get it all the time. Let's see. Let's see if there's something else. So, the Twyla Jones presets were kind of a, I don't know, kind of a disappointment for me. She has amazing work, and I hope that she does maybe some tutorials on how to, kind of get something close to her look without, with her presets. Because when I click on those things and try to edit, they never turn out anything close to how good her photos look. So I'm hoping she does some. D&H, I'm not a big fan. Maybe it works on this one, I don't know. Nope. Or at least it doesn't work for me. Just not a fan of theirs. Let's see what Chelsea's. See, I think that looks okay right there. Let's look at Mindig. Southern Pop might be actually too overexposed. No, we can drop that exposure down though. I think she did an excellent job with these presets. Everybody's gonna be anxiously awaiting their arrival when they're available. Take it in a Photoshop. I'm getting a lot of notifications on Dropbox. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different people have uploaded ever since you've uploaded, so I should stay busy. So I'm gonna take it down to here. Let's see. What was this shot at? 2.8? Alright. Oops. Let me go back to Photoshop. Let's see if we can extend this down without it looking goofy. Because it's kind of a lot. Might not be able to get it as far down as I want. We'll make an attempt. We're going to be able to go much more than that. It's not looking weird. So what we'll do is we'll go back through. Just a little bit more. And little line. We'll fix that real quick. Usually can be a lot faster when I have a regular mouse. I'm using a touchpad, so it's a little bit more difficult. But I think that looks good. And that was, what preset was that again? Oh, Chelsea Cronkites. She let me test. I don't know if you were one of the testers as well, but she let me test her presets. I should probably, I should delete them, but they're great. So, I think that's all. Is that all of them? I have to ask her if she wants me to delete them or not. Nope, that's it. So, thanks, Jen. I appreciate you helping me pass the time a little bit. I pushed a button, and I'm not sure where I was talking, but I appreciate you sending me your photos and letting me edit them. It made my night go by just a little bit faster. So, have a good night. I appreciate it. Thank you.